by attending conversion course in Unit 10. It takes up to 2 years for the conversion course to be completed. It's okay. No, not very long. Okay. This is the flowchart for CEE. CEE stands for Computer Electrical Engineer. I go very fast. Alright. First of all, if you want to take a Computer Electrical Engineer for 11 kV, 11 kV stands for 11,000 volt. The voltage up to 11,000 volt. You must have 5 years of experience in 11 kV works, and also you must sit for professional interview. Okay, if you want to take directly up to 33 kV, then you must have 5 years experience in 33 kV works. Or if you want to upgrade from 11 kV to 33 kV, you must be registered with Suruhanjaya Tenaga as a JEK. JEK is a CEE, Computer Electrical Engineer, or in Malay we call it Jurutera Electric Competent. Okay, you must be registered as a CEE 11 kV for 1 year, plus you must have 1 year experience in handling 33 kV works, and also you must sit for professional interview. Okay, this one up to 33 kV. What if you want to take up to 132,000 volt? The process is similar to the 33 kV. First of all, you must be registered as a CEE 33 kV for 1 year, and you must have a 1 year experience in 132,000 volt, 132 kV works, and also you must sit for professional interview. Or if you have an experience in TNB transmission and work with 132 kV installations, then you are entitled to directly apply for 132 kV CEE with Suruhanjaya Tenaga. Same goes to the process to take for 275 kV and 500 kV. This one CE. Careful. Okay, this is 500 and this is 275. Cut and paste. Sorry, it's normal cut and paste. Okay. Okay, this is the flowchart for CE. Now I'm explaining to you the flowchart for ESE. ESE stands for Electrical Service Engineer. Okay. First, you must, for application of ESE up to 11 kV, you must be registered with ST for 1 year, and you must have 5 year experience, including 3 year experience in servicing. What is servicing? Servicing is we give service to other party. It's not servicing like a maintenance, no. Maintenance is maintenance, servicing is servicing. Sometimes people tertukar. Right? Servicing, which means a person must be working with a service contractor. Right? Okay? For application up to 33 kV, you must be registered with ST as CEE, and you must be a ESE registered with ST for 1 year, but the priority will be given to contractor perkhidmatan elektrik, electrical service contractor, independent power producer, Tenaga Nasional Berhad, Sabah Electricity Sdn Berhad, and Sarawak Energy. Okay, if you are not working in this category, then the chances will be very slim. So, for a person who want to take ESE, you must start right after your graduation to search for electrical service company. Alright, for direct application to 33 kV, a person must be a CEE registered with ST for 1 year, and he or she must have a 5-year experience, including 3 years of experience in servicing, and also the priority will be given to this category of people. Okay, the process continued with the process also similar to the application for 132 kV and 4275 kV, as well goes to 500 kV. Okay, we move to another topic. Topic number 6: role and responsibility of PH, CE, and ESE. Okay, this is professional engineer, computer engineer, electrical service engineer. To take up employment which require him to carry out or perform professional engineering services, this one quoted under section 7.1 and 7.2 under REA 1967. Professional engineer, this statement apply for professional engineer, computer engineer, and electrical civil engineer. Okay, to use professional engineer title IR in front his or her name, all of them entitled to use the title of IR in front of their name. All of them also entitled to use PE stamp, hexagon stamp, and for PEPC they are entitled to use the round stamp. Okay, entitled to submit plans or drawings invented by him or sold by him or his employer. This one, there is a difference between CE, ESE, and PH. PH only can submit the drawing or plans invented by him to his organization only. For example, Mr. A working with company BCD. So, Mr. A, or we call it IR A, can submit his plan or drawing prepared by him to his company only, to his company BCD only. He cannot submit his drawing or plan to company DefGapC. Cannot. He can only submit to his own company and cannot submit to city council. Alright? But CEE and ESE, that whole title PEPC, can submit to all party in Malaysia. No problem. Okay, that is the constraint for professional engineer. Okay, that's only the limitation for professional engineer. Okay, other than that, the right to be heard before the board makes order of punishment under section 15(1)(a), all apply. Submission plan, like this explanation. Okay, here we have some different. As you can see here, only competent engineer and service engineer can do visit and inspection on electrical installation, and also carry out duty as resident competent engineer, competent electrical engineer. This is stated in registration in regulation 67 and regulation 61C ABE 1990. Not ABE 1990. PPE 1994, electricity regulations. Okay, to recommend the competent person, also stated under regulation 62A under electricity regulations. Who can recommend? Only CE and ESE. Alright, to do electrical installation operation and work on electrical installation, only these two kind of engineers can do, while professional engineer cannot do. Okay, for these three category, maintenance, test and repair, only electrical service engineer can do. Competent electrical engineer and professional engineer cannot do this kind of work: maintenance, test, and repair. What is different between maintenance and service? Service is a service we offer to other party. Maintenance is a maintenance, routine maintenance. You do a maintenance on your car regularly or periodically. That is we call maintenance. But service is different. Service we offer service to other party. Okay, so this is maintenance, test and repair on electrical installation. Only electrical services engineer can do this kind of work. Other than that, only electrical services engineer can do protection relay calibration, commissioning of electrical installation, and cable fault location. Okay, these are the differences and similarities between professional engineer, computer engineer, and electrical service engineer. Okay, we go to another topic: job opportunity for PNs, computer engineer, and electrical service engineer. So I highlight some of them, and there are a lot of other opportunity outside there. These are only some of them. If you are professional engineer, you can become a lecturer, you can become a consultant, technical trainer, accredited checker, engineer. Engineer comprises of senior engineer, technical engineer, sales engineer, and so on. Manager, specialist in your field, technical policy maker, and technical director. While for computer engineer, you can cover all PN scope. Plus, you can become a visiting engineer. You can do switching, which means you can do operation on electrical installation. Do operation on electrical installation, and also you can supervise electrical works being done by your team or your subordinate or by a chargeman. Okay, this is the job scope for CEE. All job under PNs will be covered, plus these 3 jobs. While for services engineer, all job covered under PNs and CEE can be done by services engineer, plus these 3 jobs. Commissioning engineer, testing engineer, and cable fault locating engineer. Okay, so to summarize, professional engineer is a subset of computer engineer, and professional engineer and computer engineer is a subset of service engineer, which means service engineer can do all works and can get more pay. Okay, alright. So please have some vision in your mind that you want to become a service engineer. Okay, a requirement for PNs, computer engineer, and electrical service engineer. So, to become a professional engineer, under Regulation 22, Registration of Engineers Regulation 1990, a person must be a graduate engineer registered with BEM, and he or she must have 3 years practical experience with 1 year in managerial and technical expertise in engineering practice, and the remaining year, but minimum 2 years, must be in general training, be it in finance, project management, planning, operation, and so on. And more than 1 year experience must be in Malaysia. And also, he or she must be under supervision of professional engineer in same engineering branch. Which means, if you are registered with BEM, under mechatronic, then your supervisor must be in mechatronic branch. Or, he or she, your supervisor, must be in electrical, because mechatronic is a subset of electrical. Electronic also subset of electrical. Instrumentation also subset of electrical. Okay? So in your case, mechatronic, if you are registered with BM under mechatronic, you must be working under your boss with registration with BM under mechatronic or electrical. Okay? And for electrical, a candidate must have 1 year experience in design office if you want to sit for PAE. PAE? Okay. How about for other field of engineering? For example, mechanical, civil. Do they have to fulfill 1 year experience in design office? Yes. For mechanical, yes. For civil, they must have 1 year minimum 1 year experience in design office, 1 year, and another year they must fulfill 1 year experience in site, which means they have extra requirement, 1 year in site and 1 year in design and office. The one only applicable for civil engineer. Others only 1 year experience in design office. And the candidate must pass professional assessment examination conducted by Board of Engineer Malaysia. Okay, this is the requirement. Very simple. It's only the documentation. You must be very, very extra rajin. Okay. If you want to be registered as a professional engineer, you must apply for it. How do you apply to be registered as a professional engineer? You have 4 ways. Remember, you have 4 ways. This is number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. Okay, I explain to you the first way. Number 1, you must be a registered graduate engineer with BM, and you must pass either PAE or you must pass corporate member or PI, or you must pass the exam CEng. What is CEng? Chartered Engineer. Who issue the CEng title to candidate? Encik Zaman ni? British, UK. Oh, PI. Okay. Alright. So, either you pass PAE or you pass IEM, or you are holding a external title that be given by other accredited body. For example, from UK or from Australia or from Switzerland and so on. Okay, and you must comply with all BM requirements. Okay, this is the category 1. A person who opt for this way. Category 1. For category 2, the person already a corporate member of IEM, or he or she holds a professional qualification that BEM consider similar to corporate member of IEM. Okay, now we go to a person with fall under category 3. He or she satisfies BM that this person was practicing or was carrying on business or was employed as a bona fide engineer. What is bona fide? Already written here. Alright, bona fide engineer, which means he do all the engineering work. Okay, he or she can apply for registration within 12 months of that date. Okay, who is this kind of person? This kind of person, I give you an example. He or she is currently a competent person, fall under judgment category. Just now I told you that a judgment, he or she needs only what certificate? SPM only. Okay, after he obtained his judgment certificate, he or she further his study up to degree, first degree, engineering degree, electrical engineering degree. So he or she entitled to apply under this category. So this judgment can become a professional engineer. I give you an example. 18 years old. 18 years old kids enroll for judgment course, and then he received his judgment certificate on 19 years old. After that, he further study for electrical engineering degree another 4 years. So 19 plus 4, 23 years old. When 23 years old, he already holding a certificate of judgment. Now, he holding a certificate of engineering degree. Straight away, he registered himself with BM to become a graduate engineer. 3 years later, he can apply to become a professional engineer. Actually, the route is similar to the route that you all can apply. Okay? Okay, now we go to category 4. Who is a person fall under this category? This person obtained qualification that entitled to be registered as graduate engineer, which means he already registered as a graduate engineer and obtained professional qualification from outside Malaysia, the equivalent to requirement for MIEM, provided that he or she must entirely or mostly absent from Malaysia, which means he or she not working in Malaysia. This person not working in Malaysia, but he obtained his title from a accredited body outside of Malaysia. Okay, plus he must pass the PAE. Okay. Okay, this is category 4. A person fall under category 4. Now we see the requirement for competent electrical engineer. Number 1, he must be a Malaysian citizen. He or she is a electrical engineering degree holder from accredited university. He or she is a professional engineer registered with Board of Engineer Malaysia under REA 1967. He or she has 5 years experience in working and operating live electrical installation, and also he able to converse and write in Bahasa Melayu. Plus, he must have sufficient knowledge in all this, and he know how to do CPR, and he have idea on what is Electricity Supply Act and electricity regulations. Okay, this is the requirement for competent electrical engineer. Not much, only 8 requirement. Okay, for electrical service engineer, these are the requirement. He must be a Malaysian citizen, registered, previously registered as a competent engineer, experienced in this kind of work, must be able to communicate in Bahasa Melayu, and having this knowledge plus cable fault locating knowledge, and must know how to do CPR, and also must have the knowledge on Electricity Supply Act and electricity regulation. Okay, we go to second last topic, which is application procedure for professional engineer. Okay, after you graduate, you registered yourself as a graduate engineer. 3 years later, you are entitled to apply for professional engineer. I will explain to you how to apply professional engineer through route BEM. BEM conduct what type of exam? PAE, Professional Assessment Examination. Okay, first of all, please fill up your G form, Form G. And then, this Form G comprises of G1 and G2. And you must fill up your certification of drawings documents for PAE. We call it Form BEM, Form PAE 02. And you must prepare your technical report plus your training and experience report. After you prepare all these documents, please submit this document to BEM. After that, BEM will call you up to sit for PAE examination. During PAE examination, what you need to do? You need to sit for interview, prepare 2 types of essays. Essays number 1 is the relevant subject related to your practical experience, and essay number 2, most probably about code of professional conduct. And then after that, if I hope that you all pass the PAE, then you can submit your Form A4, application for registration as a professional engineer. Which means, after you pass PAE, BEM will issue to you 1 letter stated that congratulations, now congratulations, you have passed your PAE. Then you can submit your Form A4 together with the letter issued by BEM. Submit to them. Then after that, here BEM will issue to you a letter stated that congratulations, now you are a professional engineer. Alright, this is route number 1, route BEM. I will explain to you route number 2, route through IEM. So IEM conduct what type of evaluation? Professional interview. Professional interview, PI. We call it PI. So using this route, you need to prepare 3 documents in the first stage. Number 1, you must prepare Form IEM PI1, Form IEM PI2, and Training Experience Report, explaining your working experience after you graduate from first degree and after you registered with BEM as a graduate engineer. After that, IEM will call you up, telling you your interviewer name, and after that, interviewer will ask you to submit technical report. Interviewer will call you to submit technical report. After you submit technical report, IEM will conduct professional interview. Professional interview comprises of 1 session of interview and 2 sessions of essay writing. Similar to route to BEM, essay 1, you need to answer the question prepared by interviewer about your technical report, and essay number 2 is all about code of professional conduct. Alright, similar to BEM as well, after you pass PI, professional interview conducted by MIEM, then you are entitled to submit Form A4 together with the certificate issued by IEM to apply to be registered as a professional engineer. Okay, after that, upon successful, you will be getting a letter from BEM stated that now you are a professional engineer and you are entitled to use abbreviation of IR in front of your name. Okay.